So I wanted to make a new video about what my perspective is now on Sword Coast Legends. I'm not sure if everybody checked out my first one. I was going on about how the game was lacking communication, and I wanted to touch base on a few things. So there has been some communication that's been coming back, which is really good. Actually, if you go into if you're in game through Steam, you can go shift tab, and then there would be community hub. So you open this up, and in the community hub there is this group chat. So you'll see group chat. Draconix X is online in there. So, hey buddy, what's your password? We'll see if he even responds. He's probably AFK, but anyways, you can have this up and you can have your chat open. People that don't know that, you can keep this open all the time, so then when you close this and you go back in your game, making a new video, I want everyone to see your username and password. So sometimes there'll be a lot more people in here. The most I've seen so far was like 6 people. But yeah, you'll see there's 6,068 people in game in Sword Coast Legends as I am filming this. This is a Monday, 4:45 Mountain Time PM. There's 6,000 people in game as we're speaking. So that's just to give you a little idea of how many people know about this chat. Now, it's not, I don't feel it's I don't feel that it is convenient for a lot of people. I do kind of wish there was a general chat tab, but man, that would be full of spam. It'd be full of trolls going on and everything. So I don't know if that'd be a good way to go about it. But if there was, I'm gonna just exit. I'm gonna exit to the main menu. If there was a way to go, when you come onto the main page here on Sword Coast Legends, if you could have a chat, or a world chat down here, it would be great. Like a general chat for everybody. It would be a really nice feature added to this, so that people don't have to go into this, and there would be 6,000 people in-game chatting. I don't know how hard that would be to make, but I think it would be a start. I'm gonna just check this out here. You go into dungeon crawl mode and join. There's 2 games open at the moment. I do know that guy. I've played with him a couple times. Go into module campaign, join. There is one open. He's doing a solo adventure. And then story mode, join. There's quite a few open. Now, why is there 6,000 people in game and all these, this is the only thing showing up? 16 games open? Well, you can do this. You can do nearby, you can do default, you can do worldwide. Okay, so worldwide, there's now 50 games open. You go into here, you can even customize it further how you want, all levels, whatever you want. You can change it however you want. And you know, some of these people that are playing Sword Coast Legends, they have it friends only. So if you're looking, just go into the filters, click on worldwide games, accept, and now you have so many more story mode. We'll go into the module campaign, set filters, we'll go worldwide. Okay, there's still only two campaigns going on. Dungeon crawl, a lot more dungeon crawls. So you see how I just opened up quite a few more games. You just go from, what was it? I think it was 16 games up to 50, and then 2 games up to 9. So right here, we have just tripled our player choices just by doing that. Just by changing filters, we see that there's more activity in here than people believe. So don't get your hopes up that that there's nobody playing games, because you can find a game pretty much in anytime you come on now, just by changing it to worldwide. Come into here, I'm level 6, this guy's level 5, he's playing hard. I'm gonna just join him. Gonna join him and we'll see how this goes. So I can tell right now he's got a lot of God mode items. He is brand spanking new. Now, another thing that I talked about was communication with the developers. The developers have made some big changes in how they communicate with people now. You'll notice that the forums have a lot more activity with the from the developers, and yeah, the forums have a lot more activity with the developers going on. Tony's been jumping on the forums as well, and Ash, and there has been other things. One thing I wanted to point out was just bringing up the forums here. I already have. Okay, people like some of my stuff that I post. Okay, these are always recent topics, things that are coming up new, and then this is just showing how active the staff has been. And you know, he's not, I don't blame Ash for not posting on every forum that comes up. He's simply posting on posts that need to be answered. And then we have Draconis, who is our forum moderator, and you'll see him quite a bit. We'll just want to show he's got 3,005 posts. He is very active on the forums. So in terms of the developers not communicating anymore, they are getting better. Another thing that you'll notice here is the Twitch Thursday is back. Every Thursday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, they are now doing a live Twitch, and they are now doing a live Twitch. So yeah, we're now doing live Twitches every Thursday, 3 o'clock right here. Twitch, Sword Coast, at 3 Eastern Time. I should be looking this way. Yeah. Twitch, Thursday, 3 o'clock. Right here. There you go. Have it right there. So, yeah, we have that. We have that happening now every Thursday. So, if people want to find out what's happening with the new postings and all that stuff, great place to come. You, like, Ash will post every week what, you know, he'll post what time it's going to be starting, but it's always Thursday at 3. And then you'll notice here too, answer viewers' questions, give prize, show off content. Okay, so you can come into these posts and you can write down questions that you want answered. You can write down a lot of stuff, but you have to remember too that people aren't, or they're not going to just give out every detail. When you start asking questions like, how many companions do we get? You know what? I hope they don't answer those things, because I'd rather find out for myself. I don't want to know that I'm going to get Bob the Builder at this point of the game, and then 2 steps later I'm going to get Jane Doe. You know, I'd rather find that out on my own. So don't expect every question to be answered, because they won't answer the questions that they don't have an answer themselves for, and they don't want to ruin some of the stuff. So just have to remember certain things like that as well. There's been quite a bit of discussion going on about, you know, where is it? I started this design council topic. I wanted to find out what people think, if the design council should be opened up. The reason I did that was I noticed when they did one Twitch, I forget if it was the Twitch previous, like this week or the week before, but they did like the Bellafa statue pictures. So all of the design council had to buy that one pack that was like $300 and some or whatever, and they got a statue, and then they became part of this design council here, which is protected. You can't get in without a password. So those people, they got to go into that, and it's sad because when he posted asking if people could send pictures of the statue doing anything, eating a sandwich, whatever, there's only maybe 15 pictures that were sent to him out of 1,000. So that to me shows that this is going to waste. So you'll see here too, if you're wondering what the design council is to help shape the game. They did a vote on the next class that was released, which was the Warlock. Warlock got the vote over Druid, and it goes so forth like that. So I think because there was such a lack of, I feel that there's been such a lack of community, good communications, I should say, from the player base, that I think that Nspace just kind of did a timeout. That's just my views. So it's not saying anything. I don't have any information from the developers. This is just my views, my thoughts on what's happening. I feel like there's been so much crap going on in the forums that the developers were just going like, I don't want to see this anymore. It's not making me want to work. Here they're slaving away, working on this new community patch and then the DLC and getting the console version out, and all they're hearing when they come on the forums is that baby in the background crying non-stop. But they're like mature people. They're supposed to be mature people crying about the same stuff. So I feel like they just dropped it and wanted to just focus on their work, because I know that's what I do. Because sometimes when you get to a certain point where all you're getting is negative feedback, you just have to block it out so that you can actually get shit done. So that's my view on what was happening there. There's also been stuff too that I've heard where people can't play the soundtrack while they're doing Twitch. It'll block out their stuff. So there's been some people upset about that. There's always going to be stuff that people will get upset about. So what I'm trying to get out with that is that even when branching dialogue and even when tile by tile comes out, those same people are going to find something else to bitch about and to complain about until they get that. And then when they do get that, they're going to bitch about and complain about till they get that. You see the vicious circle that goes on there? People will, those certain classified people will always find something to cry about. So I feel like rather than rushing out content, I'm glad you guys are, like Tony said in the last stream, we don't want to release anything that's broken, that feels broken. We want to make sure everything feels good. So we're not rushing it. And I like that. I'm glad you guys aren't rushing it. It's given me time to play other games in the meantime. I've been playing a lot of other games, and that's not a bad thing. I'm still going to come back to this game, and I'm still going to, play through and screw around on the game, and I'll get back into making my own modules and such. But I don't feel it's fair for all the negative comments just because you're not getting, and I'm talking to the player base. I don't feel it's fair for the overwhelming amount of negative comments that you haven't gotten your tile by tile in your branching dialogue yet, and that we should put Rage of Demons on hold and put the console on hold until we get our branching dialogue and tile by tile. I don't think that's fair, because you guys aren't the ones that are funding it anymore. You guys are the ones that are giving all the negative feedback. You guys are the ones that are pushing the people away from what this game can be. So I almost hope they don't come out with that stuff just to keep you guys out of the game. There's other workarounds with things, and yes, they're clunky, but they work. And it's been the forums have been silent. The forums have been silent. The numbers speak for itself. 6,000 people in game on a Monday. 6,000 people in game on a Monday. Yeah, the numbers speak. The game's not dead. Okay, it will survive. And when it comes out on PS4, I'm buying it on PS4 and I'm gonna play it on PS4 because I have people that I want to play it with, and I want to go through that story mode, and I want to play the game 100% through. So that's my new perspective on where Sword Coast Legends is. I do wish this would happen. I wish this would happen a lot more. I wish that we could get some live dungeon master feeds from select people. If we could have a draw, you know, whether it's design council or whether it's the whole player, I think the whole player base would be better to if they had some sort of contest where people could write up either, or if how should I put this? I think it would be great if somebody from N-Space would make a contest sheet where people can kind of give like an RP story, and they could pick certain people to take part in these live dungeon master events, and then those select 4 or 5 people or 3 people would even be accompanied by 1 or 2 developers, and they would do a live stream of them playing it together. So I think it would be great having more developers being a part of the community that way. I have played other games in the past where the developers were they were almost they were almost community members just with the DM title, which was really awesome playing with developers, because they know the game better than you actually do, and it just makes it a lot more fun. So if we could get some more community um, events with the developers, that'd be great. Even if we had I talked to Ash and Tony a little bit on saying, I told them this stuff. I says, if you guys could do a live dungeon thing, and then Tony would have to be the DM because he does better voiceovers. And Tony wrote back that he knows Ash would be a better DM because he's had more tabletop experience. So I still think it would be great if, in that contest there was even people could try and get they could try and win the place of playing the dungeon master, and you would have a player dungeon master, 2 or 3 player characters, and then Tony in there, or some other developer. And then I really think Ash would do a good job doing a live DM event, even if it was just like for 3 hours. A new contest, playing different modules. You could even set up in the design council, you could have a group of people who test out people's modules and decide which modules should be played that weekend. I think that would be a good idea, just because then you're getting players and the developers more personalized, I guess you could say. So I want to close this out. I have a few other things I want to do. I've rambled on enough about this, so I'm gonna close this out by saying thank you, N-Space, for making this game, and myself and a lot, I mean a lot of other people. Lots who won't even post on the forums to show their support, who will message me instead and tell me that they feel that my views are the same as theirs. So I want you guys at end space. You might not hear it from a lot of people, but there's a lot of people who support what you guys are doing, and we want to see you guys succeed. Keep up what you're doing. Keep doing those live streams. Even even if you get down to 20 people one day, just keep doing them. Even if you don't have people show up. Say one Thursday nobody shows up. Keep doing them, because I know there's lots of people that will go back and watch them. And you guys have a great product on your hands. I'd hate to see it go to waste by that lack of communication that happened, but I do understand why it happened, and I do hope that I do notice that the community on the forums have been a little bit quieter, and it's kind of nice, because it's not just bickering that we hear nonstop. Before, it was just every forum was just bickering. It was just bickering and bickering and bickering. We're still gonna get the bickering, but I feel like the game is taking a very positive turn, and I can't wait for Rage of Demons. I can't wait for the PS4 version. I'm probably gonna be buying 4 copies of it to gift to my brother, his wife, and another one of my friends, so that the 4 of us can play it together. I'm really excited to see what's coming out for the Sword Coast Legends. And that being said, I'm going to sign out pretty quick. So, I hope that this new perspective helps players and also the developers realize how I feel about the game from when I posted my previous video to now. So thanks again, Nspace, and I'm looking forward to that Thursday Twitch stream. I will be missing work again. Probably no. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys on Thursday, and you guys have a great week.